Hello and welcome back. This is Damien in Fallout 4. We're on the Let's Play Survival with Henry, and I've been doing some thinking here and there about what we want to do with our boy here and our dog who's in the living room when his doghouse is out on the porch. I'll have to figure that out later. Now, I said what I wanted to do with Sanctuary is I want to make an adhesive farm, which is actually well on its way, and I want to have a water farm. Now, at first, I was just thinking, a couple of these, that'll be plenty of water for Henry, and I wouldn't have to worry about much more than that. Just have it where it would make enough water for him to get through the game. However, Henry needs money. There's excuse me. There's some things that I want to get for sure, and Henry's going to need money for that. So what I want to do is he can get local leader 2 when he gets level 14, and by that time I'll be able to put shops in here. Hopefully we'll have more settlers in here, and I can just basically turn all of this into, water. And that's going to be the main money maker for this settlement. This settlement will deal with water. Because, we have a river here, that runs through. Was that a movie? A river runs through it? Something like that? I don't know. I'm getting old. But, we've got a river here that we can put a lot of purifiers in, and as long as we have the materials to build those purifiers and the generators that will run them, we should be able to make a good amount of bottle caps. So that's my thought process on this place. And a lot of people, when they're playing survival, as soon as they get out of Sanctuary, they just leave it because it's so far to travel. However, we have the car, and we're going to have the motorcycle. So, later on in the game, we'll have teleportation, we'll have vertibirds, we'll have ways to travel. So, it's not out of the realm of possibilities to continue using this settlement once the game progresses some. Now, of course, starting out, it's going to be hella obnoxious to have to walk all the time back to Sanctuary. So I've already made the plans to improve our travel, and those mods are in the game. That's going to be for me and for everybody that watches the videos, so that you're not just sitting there like, oh God, he's going to walk all the way over there again. And we'll be able to establish, I can't get the roots. We'll be able to establish a very good settlement here that's going to make Henry some money. And when you're playing in survival, you want to think about a few things all the time. You want food and water. You want money, and you want basically a way to get through the game. Getting what you need pretty much is going to be all about money. No, scrap it, don't pick it up. And you want your food, you want your water, you want your money, you want places to sleep safely. And, you want to be able to progress the game. I can't get rid of those because that's halfway through the border. So, that's a mod, actually, that lets you scrap grass and bushes and stuff. Like I said in one of the other videos, some of this stuff it's not letting me scrap at all. Like, I scrapped everything around here, but I can't scrap this. So, sometimes the mods kind of screw around with stuff, and I actually have to check to make sure that I'm getting all of my normal stuff that the game should get with no mods. So, I mean, I want to be able to get all the DLC stuff. I want to be able to build contraptions. I want conveyor belts and hoppers and storage facilities and all that. That way I can separate stuff out and build what I need to build. Unfortunately, I don't know where all that stuff is, so I'm going to have to hunt through a lot of it and try to find, what I want. Because I'm sure that we're missing some stuff. And I know if I go into miscellaneous here, I'm going to have, the mortars and the balls. And there's supposed to be somewhere. Oh, I really want one of those too. There's supposed to be somewhere in here. There we go, manufacturing. I can get all the conveyor belts and the machinery to build stuff and all that. I've been watching some videos on how other people have set up in their world to make money. So I've got those in my mind, and I definitely am going to do some of them. Some of them are really good ideas that I want to put into practice, and I want to test out, and I want to show you guys in case, if you're playing Fallout 4, you might want to try some of those ideas. I've never done the manufacturing with the conveyor belts and all that because previous mods that I've had basically hit them. They wouldn't show up in the build menu. And I don't like that, so that's why I got rid of a whole bunch of mods, because they were basically choking my game. And I wasn't able to get the full advantages of all the DLC stuff. And I would really like to show them off. I'm testing them on my my mod testing character, who I'm having to re-level up, because whenever I drop those mods, it just totally fucked that game. Just to be blunt and honest about it. So I'm having to test all over again, and I'm having to level her all over again. And it's a little bit irritating, but when you play with mods, that's something that you have to understand. You're going to have some problems, and when you take mods out, most of the time it's going to break your game. So as long as you understand that, man, hook the mods up. Play with all the mods you want to play with. Just know that if you decide to drop 1, 2, 10, 20, 50 mods, your game's going to break. Most of the time, there's no way around it. And I accepted that fact when this game first came out and I started playing with mods. So even though it is irritating, I know it's going to happen, and I'm going to just have to start over. I'm scrapping all this because I want all the materials that I can get. I'm going to build an actual wall around the entire sanctuary. It's going to have a wall all the way around it. I know that walls aren't everything in the game. They don't always protect you like they should. Because when you think of a wall, it's like, okay, we're going to do choke points, we're going to have one way in and out, and that's how this is going to work. Can I not scrap that thing? Really? Okay, alright. In Sanctuary, there are 3 spawn points for, I don't want to bet things. There are 3 spawn points for enemies. One of those spawn points is right here. And you'll notice that's why I have turrets. I have turrets right here to guard down there. The other spawn point, see those trees right there? Those trees that go up like that right there? That's a spawn point. And then the last one is behind that blue house, right over where those trees are right there. So what I want to do is I want to put a wall around, and I want to have defenses set up to guard against that. Now, I do know when you build a wall, and a lot of people don't know this, when you build a wall around Sanctuary and you block off those spawn points, then whoever's attacking you, raiders, gunners, whoever, super mutants, it doesn't matter. They'll spawn in this house. They will spawn inside this house. So I have to keep that in mind also, because I've had a wall all the way around here where there was no way in, and they just spawned in the house and, did their thing. So, I know that happens, so I'm going to have to watch out for that. Now, all that waffling aside, wasn't really waffling. I'm just having a conversation while I'm doing this. I need the adhesive farm to keep growing. I need a bigger adhesive farm. I need about 10 to 15 settlers working on these, to get that adhesive farm up. Okay, Carla, you are way too far in front of that. I need to get to Bunker Hill and do the quest to get the trading tent so that I can set it up where I want it and have all of the merchants coming in here. But for right now, we're gonna love Carla coming in here, because she's gonna be a source of money for me and materials. But what was I saying before I interrupted myself and got off on another tangent? I don't remember. Adhesive farm, yes, that's what I was talking about. So I want this to be a lot bigger, because I need to be producing on a weekly basis 60 to 80 adhesive instead of 15. Like right now, if I harvest everything, which I don't think I can, I don't think they've been working it long enough since I last harvested from the other ones. Well, like all this right here will get me 15 adhesive. That is nothing, because I'm going to be consistently upgrading my gear and fixing power armor and just all sorts of stuff. So I've got to keep that in mind too. The next thing I got to keep in mind is keeping all these people happy. We're going to get rid of this and this. It is not necessary, and I'm going to put new roofs on pretty much all these houses. I don't even think I've gone into this house and done any scrapping. I can't scrap any of that either. See, that's the funny thing about it. But when you use a mod, you got to look at that. I'm not going to be able to scrap a bunch of stuff here, the bushes and the leaves and stuff, because for whatever reason this house is a dead zone. And I've noticed that on a number of mods, scrap mods and building mods, this house is a dead zone. I don't know what it is about it, but there's just a lot of stuff it will not let you get rid of, like the shower. I have a mod that gives me working showers and toilets and all that, and I would like to use it, but this mod is not going to allow me. Now see, it's letting me scrap stuff in here in this room, but I can't go here or here. I can't go in here and scrap this stuff. It's dead. There's no way to get it. And I don't fully understand it, but I don't build mods or code or whatever you call it. I don't do all that. I just use them. So I'm not sure why areas of this house are dead zone like that, but it is. So that's just something that I've noticed over the years of playing. And that's a round table. This is the only round table, small round table like this in this whole town. So I'm going to keep that. I could probably build another one, but why build another one when I got one right here? But I've got 2,000 hours, a little over 2,000 hours, I think. I'll have to double check that, because I don't want to say something's wrong. But it's at least nearly 2,000 hours in this game, and I've gone through tons of mods, mod testing and all that, and I've found, that like the player's home, it's a lot of times will be a dead zone. That house will be a dead zone. Of course, the one I just came from, and then this one back here will sometimes be a dead zone, and that one is almost always a dead zone where you can't scrap everything. With the mod that I'm using right now, though, we have a lot fewer dead zones than we normally do. And if you're wondering, why I'm actually going through here and taking a lot of, see, look, dead zone. Why I'm taking a lot of the stuff out is because what I want to do, I have a bunkhouse in that yellow house right there, right now. That's where everybody sleeps. And what I want to do is I want to build houses for maybe 2 to 3 settlers apiece. That way they're not all crammed into the house and, there's no room and all that. And I want to be able to actually make this seem more like a real settlement than just, oh, there's a bunkhouse and, you know, that's pretty much all the effort I put into it. I want to build this up into a city. That's my plan in the future. I'm going to get rid of this carport too, I think. I don't need that. And that's going to pretty much do it. I'm not going to do the player house yet, and I'm not doing the bunkhouse yet. I could go ahead and do this one. Now we have 2 quests, major quests that I can work on right now, storyline wise, and that's Corvega and Diamond City. Honestly, oh, thank God I can scrap that. Honestly, I'm not really looking forward to Corvega in the least. That's going to be a pretty tough call on survival. However, I really need Corvega because it's going to have the materials in there, aluminum, steel, stuff like that, that I'm going to need. All right, any lights from the ceiling? No ceiling fans or anything. So Corvega's got stuff that I need, and then going to Diamond City, of course, is going to open up, another line of quest as far as the main storyline. So I've got those options to think about. Now, right now, what I've been scrapping all this stuff for, let's see about generators. That's the best one I can do right now. For the materials you put out on this, I don't use it a lot. That's 4 science. That's a ways off. This one, if I put 1 point in science, I can build this one, which will pop out 10. Now let's go look at water. I can do this one, which produces 10, but this is the one we really want. And I need 1 in science for that. So I need 1 point in science, and I can build the water purifiers and the generators that we're going to need. And then, of course, I just need all the materials for it. So we've gotten quite a few now with scrapping all this crap that was around here. And I've got all this open for water. I can get purifiers all the way down here. So we're talking 6 or 8 purifiers. Now, another option is taffing the boathouse. I can do a water farm and taffing the boathouse, but we don't have access to that yet. We have access to this. This is a huge place, and I think this one will be better. Taffing the boathouse is more in the middle of the map, or it's closer to most of everything that we're going to need. But like I said, with the car that I have and the motorcycle that I'm going to get fixed up, I think we'll be fine. Had to get a drink, sorry. Now, once we get all the purifiers, once he gets local leader 2, I can build the merchant stalls. And what I can do is just come here, get the water out, sell it to all the merchants right here in this town without having to lug it all to Diamond City or whatever. And I can make money. Now, when they run out of money, anything that's left, of course, I can go to Diamond City and sell it or whatever. But that is going to help us immensely. Now, let's see. Do I have anything in here? I do have mods that I can sell. A few. I'm not going to sell any junk. Believe it or not, I keep magazines and all that. I'm going to have that all set up. So, let's sell... I don't think I have... Well, I got a lot of this stuff. That's... Okay. Let's sell that. Let's sell that. Let's keep that. We're going to sell that. And that. I got no ammo for that. That's going to be a nice pistol. Okay, let's just sell what we can to her.
Hey, Carla.
You again. Here to trade?
Yeah.
Let's see what you got.
Always happy to make a sale.
Okay. Oh, let's get rid of this stuff. Now, a lot of times you make good money with weapons, but I'm not always going to be in a position to have weapons to sell. And going over is not a problem because she always has junk too, so let's sell that. Let's see. I want to keep all the bottles I can, which I know exactly where to go to get, so I did a video on that. We'll run down to Beantown Brewery and get tons of bottles. Okay, so let's not sell the shotgun shells yet. Alright, now you have 45, you have 45, 70. That'll be useful later. I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Let's grab one fusion core. Let's look at the junk that she has here. Acid, that's always useful for making bullets. Circuitry, do you have any circuitry? I'm going to grab that for the crystals. Hot plate has circuitry. Give me both of those. That leaves me 70 caps from her. That's almost 1,000. So you see, if... What did he say? Did he call me a pack rat again? Alright. Let's look at our ammo here. I got 4 fusion cores there, and we're up to 5 now. Okay, good deal. So I believe what I'm going to need to do is get a level, and then I can put maybe, I think 1 in science. Let's see. I should be able to if I haven't put any in science. Yeah, I'll be able to put 1 in science, and then we can start the water farm, and that's going to get us on our way. Then, instead of doing Diamond City or Corvega, I will make my way to Bunker Hill. There's 2 quests you got to do. One of them's pretty hard. One, you just got to clear out the National Guard armory, and the second quest is you have to go kill a raider leader at a school and all of his friends, and rescue some caravanners, and then you'll get the tent that you can put up in your settlements. I want to do that as fast as possible. I'm just kind of worried about the second quest. The ghouls at the National Guard armories, they're not going to be too bad. And I've got medic and I've got chemist, so I'm good to go there. So yeah, I should be able to get a point into science and be fine. I went ahead on. I had a level when I logged in, and I went ahead and got rifleman. That's going to help out. I want to get spray and pray, and I want to get maybe the Overseer's Guardian or the Gauss rifle that Ronnie Shaw sells. The Last Minute, I think it's called. That's going to be his in-game sniper rifle. And then he'll probably use spray and pray through the whole game. But let's see. Yeah, we're going to do science, so I need a level. How close am I to leveling? Not very. I'm also peckish and parched. Alright, well, let's take care of that. Okay. So we need a full level, and I need to get to Bunker Hill. What the hell is that? Is that just the trees, or is that, Okay, that's just trees. For a minute, that looked like a raider tent, and I was like, wait, what? Okay. It's probably about to be dark, and I don't know if I want to be traveling at night right now. What is that? Okay, purified water. We're good. I didn't just... What? What? I hit a wrong button, didn't I? Yep, I hit a wrong button. I hit E. Well, let's drink some more water. Try not to hit E when I'm in that menu, I guess. Now, there's another quest we could pick up, but Olivia Satellite Station is going to be kind of hard right now. Now, all these quests here are Creation Club quests, so I'm not too worried about that. That's my car, the Highwayman. And I think it shows up to tell me where the car is. That's a long ass quest. We can't do it right now. Huber's Comics is downtown. Grey Garden. Investigate the roads west of Grey Garden. That might be one. But I don't think we're going to worry about these right now. I really want to do the Bunker Hill stuff. So let's see. Let's go find a bed.
Hey. Excuse me. Things are tough now, but they'll get better.
Okay, you were just saying hey. Alright, I'm good with that.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't be very good company right now.
You're never very good company. It is 6:30, so let's do 12 hours. And it's almost 30 minutes I've been cleaning up the place and talking about plans, so yeah. Plans to get some money going and to get our adhesive going. The problem with adhesive is corn. I'm going to have to find a lot of corn. And the only place that I know where corn is in abundance is Breakheart Banks, which is full of super mutants.
You know what I call a good day? One that ends without an empty stomach.
Right. Breakheart Banks is full of super mutants, and it's pretty hard to do at a very low level on survival. So we may wait for that one. All right. I don't want to keep talking. We've discussed pretty much everything I wanted to discuss about future plans for Henry. So I'm going to end this one here, and when we come back for the next one, we're going to go to Bunker Hill. And while we're in Bunker Hill, we may pick up the railroad. That's going to give us some more Radiant quests. That's going to give us some good weapons. So that's the plan for now. Thank you very much for watching. Leave comments if you have comments that you want to, questions, comments, anything like that. Just leave them in the comments. I will answer you. And any suggestions or ideas that you have that might actually help out, those are always welcome, as long as you do it in a constructive way. If you're an asshole, I'm just going to tell you to fuck off. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.